Hallelujah indeed. Weeks of practice, preparation, and a few prayers led to this moment. Doors opening to Marion's first Easter pageant since 2003. It wasn't sunny, it wasn't even Sunday, but the crowd lined up back to the river, ready to see tradition return.
Great. Good to have it back.
Do you remember the tradition before?
We were part of the tradition.
Wonderful. It's good to see it back. We've really missed it.
A wonderful event.
Did you ever think this would be back?
Didn't think it'd happen, but it's happening.
Why is that, sir?
Well, I just didn't think there'd be enough get enough people to do it, but I'm glad they did.
The crowd flowing into the auditorium raised anticipation for the volunteers, but it wasn't at all clear months ago this could even be done.
Girls, fill in those extra spots.
Director Todd brought Indiana Wesleyan University's choirs and orchestra into the mix, hoping pageant veterans would bring their voices and memories back to rehearsal.
I've allowed the older people that have been in this for years and years and years to get up and share their favorite story or something that they remember the most from the pageant, and it has been so rewarding, and they're starting to see that, and they see how important it is.
I don't think it's been hard. It's been fun.
Really?
Yeah, it really has. Well, you just go over and over until you get it right, you know. Yeah, so it's been fun.
Volunteers made the moment, but the pageant also needed a place. The Memorial Coliseum was falling apart 8 years ago, and it seemed these kinds of crowds would never again fill the seats. Now it's the home of the new YMCA, a miracle of its own, says Director Doug Lance.
Between the city government and the local businesses and individuals and the community as a whole, we made it happen. And once we did that, we knew nothing was impossible. And so here we are with a packed house. We'll have 3,000 people in here watching the Easter pageant come back to life, and it's exciting.
The pageant didn't return in all of its live action glory, but a few cast members played their part. And longtime radio voice Dick Florea was back to remind locals of the message that made the moment great.
Anytime I've ever heard the music, the pieces of the pageant in my own church or anywhere, I just get goosebumps because I can picture what was happening on the floor, and I can think of the script, the words of the script at that point. It's just a tremendous thing.
Video screens may have replaced a full stage, but the Easter pageant is about the story more than the spectacle.
The fact that so many people are coming out and celebrating the death and resurrection of Christ in our community is a wonderful thing.
I think there are things that define a community. And for years, for many, many years, this has defined Marion, Indiana. And they were all molded together for 1 or 2 evenings and worked together, combined their hearts, their minds, and their voices to tell the greatest story ever told.
And this night was about returning something good to a city and its people together again.